Write this particular program what I have written on a blackboard. It is for the sum of three numbers using a function. If you have written the particular program, type yes, so that I can take a next program. Obviously, somebody has written yes. Just at least read for a few minutes. So in the main body, what is the purpose of write P sum is equal to ABC? It is a call the function. We have called this particular function. Using this particular, we have called the function. Okay, we have missed the semicolon here. This is a function is called. If, what will happen if you do not call this particular function? It will not execute this body. It will do only random p value. If you don't write this particular part, what will happen? Function needs to call. When this function is called, control goes here. It will pass the value of x, y, z. So x, y, z values are now a value is assigned to x, b value is assigned to y, c value is assigned to z. Now that s is equal to x, y, z, that means s is equal to a, b, c. Actually, it's done for the x, y. Return yes. So yes would be returned. So yes value again return to this particular part here. So that now this part will assign the value of yes. So it will get the value of yes. So yes value is assigned to p and p will be displayed. Or what else you want to tell me? Omkar, what else we can do? We need to call the function. Then only it will be possible. Any questions? Anybody has anything you want to say to me? Or Now we need to write a program to find a largest number between A, B, C. Now think on that. How to find a largest number between this A, B, C. We have done the sum. Simple. We need to think that where we need to write a function write a function big to find the largest of the two numbers and use this function in the main program to find the largest of the three numbers. Can you think on this? How to find a largest number using a function? How to find I will give 2 or 3 minutes. 5 minutes you will take. Using function only. Given a logic, so that we have to we have to make a function a b. Then we have to find the largest number. Again, we have to use that particular function a b, and again we have to find the largest between a b already we got, and we have to compare that largest a b with the c value. Write the function big to find the two numbers and use this function in the main program to find the largest of the three numbers. Simple thing I have explained. You have to find a largest number between these three. Have you written something? At a time, we have to compare two values only. So using it to that particular program, we can write the particular program. So instead of sum, we have to find the largest number. And to find the largest number between these three ABC numbers, what we have to do is we have to take a program. In the main body, we have to take the ABC value. We have to transfer that particular function. At a time, I have said we have to create a function called B. Suppose we create a function called B, and it will take the only two values. Whatever the AB, whatever that will transfer to XY. Here in the particular program, we have to use a simple loop. If A greater than B, return A, else return P. Simple thing. We need to use only one if statement where it will going to compare AB value, the largest. If it is A, will return A. If it is not that A largest, B is largest, will return the B value. So this particular function will do the comparison between two values and will return the largest value. This particular function will return the largest value between two values. Okay, but our problem is what? We have to find the largest number between three numbers, not two numbers. This function has a limitation to find largest number between only two. Now we have to write this function such a way that it will find the largest number between three. So how it will be going to return? How it will be going to return? So write the same thing. Inner files first. So integer A, B, C. We'll check if any other variables are going to come in this particular program. We are going to include. Okay, so we have to write function body also. So function body, how it will be written? Function body, how it will be written? So defining the function body, it is called as a function prototype. We have seen in the last lecture. Defining the function in a at the starting of the program, it is called as a function prototype. So it will be written integer name of function, first data type, name of function is big. Then a number of variables we are going to use, or number of arguments we are going to pass from this function to the this main body to the function. So how many variables are there? How many arguments are there? There are arguments, two arguments are there. X and Y they have written that is the arguments. So here we can write two arguments. So for two arguments I can write integer, comma, integer. This is called what? This is a function prototype. It will be asked for short note. So what is function prototype? It is like that. Integer big, integer in bracket, integer integer. We have explained. I have explained that particular already. There are certain lectures recorded. So there are, I think, that particular Microsoft team has now somewhat saturation level. The few lectures after 1 September are going to expire. So download that particular lectures. All the lectures, whatever whatever the staffs have recorded, that download you need to download. It will not available after 20 days, after 30, after 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, these lectures will not be available in a recorded mode. So whatever the lectures on July, August, that will be available, but recent lectures will not available to you. So if possible, download all lectures. I think it will be around 200 MB or 250 MB. Max 250 MB recorded period is there. So you can download that particular part. Or so this is a function prototype. Integer, big, integer, integer. Okay. So this is a way we have defined the function. This way we define the function. Then what we have to write is we have to input the value. See out, enter three values. Three values for comparison. Obviously, it is a comparison. C, A, B, C. Now we have to write here a function called, suppose I can write here a big function we have to write. A big, in the bracket we have to write. So this particular function has to call here, and we can write here get ch. So before that I need to write a statement largest number is what would be that? Suppose I define this as a p. So largest number would be p. That would be found by using this particular function. P would be found by using this function. Now what we have to do? There are three values a, b, c. There are three a, b, c values, and we have to, at a time we can pass the a, b value. We can pass the value a, b or a, c also. Only two values we can pass. So what we have to do? We have to call the function. But within that particular function also we can call the function. Within that particular function. Suppose I write within the function, again I write a big a comma b, and again we have to write a c. Big AB means it will, so just imagine how what I have written here, only this part. Big AB, that means these two value will be found. These two value will be found. So largest between, sorry, here ABC we have written. Here also we have to write XY. These are the dummy variables. You can write whatever the dummy variables are there, that we need to use. You cannot use the actual variables here. So what will happen? Big AB means the control goes from this line to this. It will find, it will take XY as a AB values. It will found the compare XY. That means actually it will compare AB. If AB largest value will be found, it will be going to transfer here. Suppose A value is the largest. So A value would be largest. Then what will happen? It will be take as A and C. And actually again these AC, big AC will be transferred. So again this function will be called large. Outer side function will be called. Again here it will going to come second time. So again now the values are AC. So XY value will be assigned A and C. It will form the value of largest between XY, that means AC will be compared and it will transfer again to here and actually to the P, and so that it can form a largest number between 3. So within this function B, I again call the function B and we have written. Is it okay? Write this program and think how we have done this. I'm typing very fast, so there could be spelling mistakes. Ignore that particular part. I'm not concentrating on the spelling of that particular what I'm writing then. So just concentrate what I'm the logic behind what is the thing I want to say. Write this particular program. Think on this. How we have done this. After typing this particular program, writing this particular program and understood this particular program, you can type yes. If you have written this particular program, type yes, so that we can take a next program.
So,
If you have any question, you can also type. If you have any question regarding these two programs, type yes and write that particular your query. If you have written this particular program and you understood this particular program, then type yes. so that I can take a next program. If you need more time, I can allocate. I have written this particular program. Type yes if you have written this particular program. Nobody is replying. I think you are sleeping now.
सर मेसेज टाइप होत नाही.
टाइप होत नाहीये. कसं काय रे? कुणाला?
Sir,
होय.
you are muted, sir.
काय झालं?
You are currently muted in this team, म्हणाले sir.
You are noted.
You are currently muted in this team.
Muted म्हणते काय? ओके, चेक
हा.
करतो.
Yes.
तर सर तुमच्या सिटिंग मध्ये जरा बिघड झालाय बघा.
शीटिंग मध्ये का?
हाँ sir. Sir, you are currently muted all these messages.
सर यू आर करंटली म्युटेड टीम असा हे आलं.
आता येतोय का बघा?
हा आता येतोय.
ओके.
आता आला बघा सर.
हा. सेटिंग मध्ये काहीतरी इश्यू झाला. मी वाट बघायला लागलो, तुम्ही का टाईप करणं झालाय? ओके. Okay, so we'll see next program. Write a recursive function to determine the sum of integer 1 to n. We have to write a certain function, recursive function maybe. So the function will be called again that particular function, recursive function. So we'll see again recursive function part. So function is going to call the self part. So we need to write a program where we need to the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n using recursive function. Recursive function is the function is going to call self. Again, it will be going to call the self. So how to write that particular point sum of n numbers. So what we have to do is first we have to define uh, integer. What we will need to this obviously there would be a natural number cns would be there. So n would be there. So sum in that particular only one variable we are going to pass, but again we are going to call the particular function again and again. So first statement would be what? Enter up to number up to which you want that particular sum. Enter any number. Yeah. Okay. So what we have to do is we need to transfer this as a sum n, and we will assign as a p. So this function will calculate the sum of 1 to n. 1 to n. Okay. So next is out the sum is p. Right? Get ch. Now interesting part would be only function body. How to write the particular function body. So integer sum यांच्या जागी आपल्याला n घ्यायला लागेल. So now we need to write a statement that will be assigned the particular value a sum 1 to n. We have to do something here. How to write a particular program, how to write a function body, or it could be a recursive function, so that it will do the sum. Consider as any other value yes would be going to consider, and yes would be sum of m plus, obviously we have to write some other variable m, and again we have to call sum m minus 1. So again I have called this particular function. Again control goes here. So this statement would be more important. This statement would be more important. Sum m minus 1. So this is a recursive function. Function here we have called the function sum. Control goes from this line to here. Here again we have called the function sum m minus 1. M minus 1 called here. Again this is going to execute. Again this would be called. Again it will be going to come. So I have told you in the last lecture that whenever we are going to call the particular recursive function, there should be anything controlling body should be there, or it should be terminate at some other point. Or if you don't write any termination point here, then what will happen? This function will be going to come here, it will call again here, again come here, again call here. So this will be perpetual, it will be continuous, it will not end at any moment. It could be go value, suppose I have entered the value of sum n here, n is equal to 6. So it will be going to take a 6 value here. 6. Then sum 5 will be called. 5 will be 5 plus sum 4. So again sum 4 would be what? This is a suppose 6 value. Here means 6. Now what will happen? 6 plus sum 5. Again sum 5 will be called. That will be what? 6 plus 5. So 5 will be what? 5 plus sum 4. Again sum 4 will be what? It is a 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus sum 3. So it will be going to come. Sum 3 would be what? I will write that particular part. 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3. Yes, it is 3. Sum 2. Again, what will be gone? Sum 5 would be 2 plus sum 1. And sum 1, after that it will happen 0 plus sum 0. Again, it will be going to continue for the negative values also. So, we have to stop at some other point. That means at 1, we need to stop. We need to stop at the 1 point so that we do the calculation of 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2. 6, 5, 4, 3 plus 2 and if the sum 1 value we are going to stop here. Final calculation will be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 plus 1. So at this particular point we need to stop. When the sum 1 come means m value is going to come 1, we need to stop. Some value going to come 1, then we need to stop. If you don't write that particular controlling body here, then this function is going to call this again, this call again, until it get infinity times. So because that particular after 0 also there will be -1, -2, -3, -4, it will be infinity. Up to infinity it is going to continue. So we need to stop this particular sum. S is equal to m plus m minus 1. So m minus 1 should be stopped at the this one value. So when value of the m is equal to going to come 1, we need to stop. When the sum value is going to come at that particular one, we need to stop. How will write? We will write here. I can write if m equal to 1, return 1. Else this part again this will be going to come. जेव्हा m ची व्हॅल्यू 1 येईल त्यावेळी आपण काय करायचं रिटर्न कॉल करायचं. हे फंक्शन कॉल केलेलं नाही. फंक्शन कॉल केलेलं नाही आणि ते आपण काय लिहिणार आहोत रिटर्न yes. Return yes. So return 1 would be at the 1. So there will be stop. So return 1 will going to come and we will calculate the return value of yes. So we will calculate the return value of yes. Check kara whether this logic you have understood and you have completed this particular program. I am going to continue the lecture. Don't ask whether the 10 time is over or not. I am going to continue this lecture for few minutes. 15-30 minutes. It is. I am going to continue 30 minutes. I am going to continue. So depending on the situation or the Arun Patel sir is available, up to that time I am going to continue. So what is your thing? What you are thinking? Any query? Anything you want to say? दोन फक्त पार्ट राहिले तिथे आपल्याला इंटिजर m म्हणायचं आणि इथे आपल्याला yes एक डिफाइन करायचं. लॉजिक पडते का बघा. मला थोडंसं एक चेंज करायचं आहे प्रोग्राम मध्ये. मला थोडंसं लॉजिक इंटिजर yes इट इज करेक्ट. छोटासा इश्यू होतोय की ज्यावेळी सम ची व्हॅल्यू m ची व्हॅल्यू 1 होईल रिटर्न 1 होईल त्याच्या आधी आपल्याला सम केलेली पाहिजे. वन व्हॅल्यू यायच्या आधी वन व्हॅल्यू येईल तोपर्यंत सम वन होईल आणि त्याच्या आधी ही वन ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला आता 0 होणार ही वन सम वन म्हणजे काय असणार आहे सम वन म्हणजे असणार आहे 1 प्लस सम 0 1 प्लस हे सम 1 इज इक्वल टू म्हणजे काय असणार आहे 1 प्लस सम 0 सम 1 म्हणजे सम 1 इथे 1 प्लस सम 0 1 मायनस 1 0 सम 0 तर आपल्याला याची व्हॅल्यूला स्टॉप व्हायला पाहिजे इथल्या व्हॅल्यूला स्टॉप व्हायला पाहिजे त्यामुळे सम m ची व्हॅल्यू 0 होईल हे आपण स्टॉप करतो त्यामुळे आपल्याला m is equal to 0 होताना 0 करायला we'll do this particular program while the if you are a compiler you can do with both purpose m is equal to 1 return 1 and write which sum is going to come and write another part where you can take 0 I think logically it should be 0 then only it will be possible to calculate this sum write this particular program again any questions write this particular program and read this particular program at least 2 to 3 times at least 2 to 3 times if you are not getting take m value as a any whole number 5 4 and think कुठली m ची व्हॅल्यू घ्या त्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये पुट करा and you are going to think how this program is going to execute it always do that can we write the single line for Tata declaration integer write a single line you can do that but most of the time functions are defined separately most of the time functions are defined separately that's why it is called as a function prototype functions should be defined separately so that computer would understand properly If you complete this particular program, type yes, so that we can take a next program. What about the if you have completed this particular program, think on the Fibonacci series. I think you completed in a home. If you have not completed Fibonacci series in a home, try to write this particular program, Fibonacci program. Yes, Omkars, you are correct. To some extent, you are correct. So we have to enter the number of elements in the series M. Okay. Fib M, we have to call as a fib M. Okay, the function will be called and the value will be assigned here. Fib M. It is less than 0, return 1. Here there would be correction. Here at this particular part, you have to write p is equal to 0 and p is equal to 1. 0 and 1 value we have to give. 0 and 1 and return not 1, return p. Else you have to write return p minus 1 and p minus 2. Only changes we have to do in a main body. In the main body, we have to write a few changes. So if n is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1, we need to return this value here. Else, same thing. What we have to do is we have to return this particular sum Fibonacci. So I can write curtain this particular function called fib in n minus 2. So this thing we need to write. Keep n minus 1 and n minus 2. Only the change we have to do is n is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1. We have to call the function called phi n that will be assigned to t. Okay, this is a simple thing. I can consider here m also. Both should not be same. Have you got this? Okay, I think I see a screen was shared. Okay, screen was shared. So I have written the program. Few parts I have written. I will explain again. Here only change we have to do is n is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1 written here. Okay, or else return fit n minus 1 and n minus 2. So this will return or it will be called function again and again. Both functions are going to call this. So it will ultimately going to calculate up to 0 and 1. To 0 and 1, you have to return n. That means 0 or 1. So here I have called the function m up to which you want sum. So here I can write long integer they have taken. So take a long integer. So the obviously value if it is large, it is going to take this as a m e sum is p value. Right, give ch. The logical part would be this part. So function would be called this part and it would be going to return the value of previous two. So previous two sum would be going to done in this particular program. Have you understood this particular program? Write this particular program also. Omkar, you may be right, but I doubt about that particular value of p less than 1. You can check in the particular program also. While typing, you have to need to type the particular program and you have to check the result, if it is correct or not. You also can ask me another any questions. You can ask questions. Still, I am wondering why I am not asking the question. Only apart from 1 or 2 students, nobody asking the questions. If you have written this particular program, type yes, so that we can take a next part. हार्ट करायची गरज नाही, कुठलाही प्रोग्राम बाय हार्ट करायची गरज नाही. तुम्ही लॉजिकली थिंक करा आणि त्याच्यावर वर्कआउट करा. I hope you should not by heart this particular program. Logically think, logically how it is going to execute, logic behind this particular program you need to learn first, then only it will be possible. Okay, then I think we need to consider a few points: binary scope resolution operator and preprocessor. So last lecture I have explained what meant by theoretical parts. Some theoretical parts I will explain. The first is unary So we need to learn this unary scope resolution operator and preprocessor. So first is what is meant by unary scope resolution operator. In C++ programming, it is possible to declare local and global variables having the same name. It is possible to declare local and global variable with the same name. Same name na आपण ते define करू शकतो. We can define a same variable name as a local variable and global variable. But the problem arises when how to access that these variables will be differentiated. Whenever we access these particular variables, how it will be differentiated? The solution of this problem is unary scope resolution operator. Unary scope resolution operator. So this is a unary scope resolution operator. Okay, so using this particular unary scope resolution operator, we can define this particular variable. This operator is used to access global variable when local variable have a same name in the scope. This operator is used to access global variable when local variable of the same name is in a scope. The unary scope resolution operator cannot use to access a local variable of the same name in the outer block. The unary scope resolution operator cannot be used to access local variable of the same name in the outer block. ज्या ब्लॉक मध्ये आहे त्यामध्येच ऍक्सेस करू शकतो. A global variable may be accessed directly without unary scope resolution operator if the name of the global variable is not the same of the local variable. So we can access the particular this way as a yum. So this way you can access this particular variable. So global value will be accessed. Hello. हाँ बोला की. ट्रेनिंग. बरं चालतं चालतं. येतो मी लेक्चरला आहे मी. ठेवा की 23 ला पण परीक्षा असेल तर त्या दिवशी ठेवू नका मला. नको पेपर झाल्यावर ठेवा की पहिल्या दिवशी. कशाला उगाच त्या दिवशी पेपरच्या दिवशी नको गोंधळ होईल त्या दिवशी. आपल्याला कसं पेपर आहे चेक करायला लागणार वेळ जाणार पेपर चेक. बऱ्याच गोष्टी आहेत ना पेपर डाउनलोड करायची चेक करायची बऱ्याच म्हणजे ते 3 दिवसात आपल्याला ते काम असणारच आहे ऍक्च्युअली. परीक्षा झाल्या पहिल्या दिवशी ठेवा किंवा परीक्षेच्या शेवटच्या दिवशी ठेवा. आणि शेवटच्या दिवशी माझाच पेपर आहे. हा ठेवा मग काय प्रोसेसर म्हणून ठेवा. 23 तारखेला कुठल्या पहिल्याच दिवशी ठेवणार आहे का? मला पेपर चेक नाही वगैरे नाही. ठीक आहे, बघा तुम्ही काय होतं तसं. So we have discussed about the unary scope resolution operator. So you can access this particular variable name by using this yum. So I can explain if you are not got particular part. Simple thing was here if you have divide integer yum is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. We have written one program. And here again we have called the particular program, or again we have written one function part also. This is also function. So I can define m is equal to here 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suppose like that. So suppose I can do cout m and cout this operator. कळेल नाही तर तुम्हाला काय होणार आहे इथे एक ऑपरेटर m मी ऍक्सेस केलेला आहे m ऑपरेटर इथे मी ऍक्सेस करेल m ची व्हॅल्यू काय असणार इथे सुरुवातीला cout म्हणून इथे डिस्प्ले होणार आहे 4321 पण हे ऑपरेटर यूज करून युनरी स्कोप रिझोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर हे ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल आहे हा देखील ऍक्सेस होऊ शकतो. दिस इज ग्लोबल व्हेरिएबल. Obviously it could be before this main part. It is at the starting of the program. So global variables are defined here and local variables are defined within the function body. It could be main body also. Main is also function. Else we can write different function bodies also. So we have written this function like this. In that we can write different functions for different variables. So that are local variables. So suppose I need to access this same global variable which have a same name. Local variable m आहे इथे, global variable पण m आहे. तर आपल्याला local variable simple m ना access करू शकतो. पण global variable m access करायचा आहे. तर आपल्याला असा access करायचा. So that is called as a unary scope resolution operator. You got this unary scope resolution operator. Write that particular part. If you have not got this particular unary scope resolution operator, okay. Now we'll see preprocessor. Preprocessor also we have seen. Preprocessor. So what is meant by preprocessor? Are you listening? So preprocessor reads the source file, performs the various action on it. Preprocessor what is meant by preprocessor? The preprocessor reads the source file, performs the various action on it, passes the resulting output to the compiler. Reads source file, performs various action on it, and passes resulting output to the compiler. A preprocessor carries out a following action. Preprocessor carries out the 4 actions. It is going to carry out the 4 actions before it present to the compiler. The 4 actions are: first, replacement of defined identifiers by piece of text. Define a different identifiers, just like I have defined as a pi value. Pi value was like this. So this is a we define. So define the identifiers. Replacement of defined identifiers with a piece of text. Conditional selection of the part of source file. Conditional selection, that is also one of the part. Inclusion of the different files. Renumbering of the source file and renaming the source file itself. So these actions are done by the preprocessor. Preprocessor, लक्षात येते ना तुमच्या this sign. These are the preprocessor: include, define. Apart from that, if, else, these are also different header files. Like that, I can write the particular all. Write this preprocessor if else and if line. So these are the different preprocessor. Most of the time we are going to use include and define. Okay, include and define. So include is going to do the certain inclusion of files, include of certain text files. Certain files are included by this preprocessor. Then if what has if going to do, has if what has if is going to do. What this particular include if is going to do, it will test the if a compile time condition holds. Test if compile time. Test if a compile time condition holds. Then else would be what we're going to do. It indicate alternatives of a if test failed. You're not getting, just define include and that particular define and include file. Else if else you just you want to understood this part also, but not necessary everything. But if you understood only this, these are the preprocessor files. If else, then it will be okay. And if and the preprocessor condition if and end if. And if काय करणार आहे, whatever the if and else न जे केलेलं आहे, that will be the end. That will end the preprocessor file. Preprocessor file by the if and else will be done by the and if. And line provides a line number, optional file name. It could be optional file name also for the compiling message. Provide a line message. So define. So what is define is going to do? So define is going to include a macro file. So macros means certain we can say this is one of the defining certain piece of different lines. So whenever we are going to write the API, then obviously it will replace. So I can write this particular part this way. Whatever, if you write this, define this part, and I can write the particular part. So anything I can say, TWOPI is equal to, in bracket also I can write PI plus PI. So whatever this word come, it will be replaced by this particular part. So this part would be replaced by this PI plus PI. So what will done? This part TOPI always, whenever this come, it will be replaced by PI plus PI. So we need to write the particular PI value also. So for that purpose, suppose I write another header file and define PI is equal to 3.14. You can see PI is equal to 3.14, and whenever 2pi comes, this word come, it will be replaced by 3.14 plus 3.14. Automatically, PI, whenever this PI will come, it will be replaced by 3.14. When TOPI is going to come, PI plus PI. That means this sum will be going to come. So that macro is defined. Certain piece of text is going to replace. So this is a piece of text. Whenever this kind of this is a piece of text. This is a piece of text. This is a piece of text. Whenever this will come, it will be replaced by the next part. Okay, this is called as a preprocessor. I think sufficient program I have taken on a function also. Next lecture, I think we will take a next chapter. Maybe we will see the section 1, where we have completed chapter 1. We have completed the chapter 1. Okay, some information I want to share. For the midterm test, there will be chapter 1 is there. Basically, chapter 1, the few question is going to ask types of error. Midterm paper. So listen carefully. What about the midterm paper? So there will be 3 questions. 1, 2, 3. I have completed 4 sections. 3 chapters would be there. 4 sections. We have completed 4 sections. 4 chapter rather. Which chapter? पहिल्या सेक्शन मधला एक, पहिल्या सेक्शन मधला एक आपण डिफाइन केलेला आहे. We have defined, we have completed the chapter 1 in the section 1, and section 2 entire we have completed. Section 2 we have completed entire, means though 2 chapters are remaining only. 2 chapters are remaining and 4 chapters are completed. But for midterm test, there would be section 1 madla पहिला chapter, section 1, chapter 1, section 2, chapter could be 1, 2 or 3, 4. I don't know the exact. Unit 4 and 5. Unit 4 and 5. This will be the syllabus. So 3 units we have to cover. Though we have completed 4, 5, 6, the chapter would be only unit 1, unit 3. That means unit 1, 4 and 5. So most of the time I am going to ask the theoretical questions. So which are the most important questions? In chapter 1, types of error, you have to prepare types of error. What is number system? Binary number system, octal hexadecimal. So binary and decimal, these are the 2 important number system. Types of error is also most important question. This is for unit 1. Important question. Unit 4 and 5, we have seen different manipulator functions also. We have seen different, I think theoretical question would be only on, I can check the syllabus. Different operators in C++ programming. Different control statement, if else. Then it could be I ask the program on array also. Addition of 2 matrices. Array chapter would be less. Unit 5 would be less. So there would be a question on unit 5. So you have to prepare 2 questions you have to write, 15, and 1 question would be optional. So introduction to numerical methods. There I can ask number system, then types of error. In a unit 4, I can ask types of operators, then different control structures, manipulator functions. These are also one of the important programs, and addition of matrices of the simple program for calculation of the arrays, sum of arrays, that we are going to ask. Anybody has any question on midterm? Anything you want to discuss on the midterm questions or the midterm paper? Not questions actually. I want to discuss with this midterm paper. What you want to do on a midterm paper? कुठे गेला तुम्ही सगळे? Where are you? Are you listening? All people are listening. Type yes. Any question regarding the midterm paper? Anything you want to discuss with me? तर काय डिफाईन करायचं काय तुम्हाला काय विचारायचंय का पेपर बद्दल? यू कॅन आस्क मी.